You want to be involved in something bigger than you. You want to make South Africa or wherever you work better, infrastructure-wise. That's actually very beautiful. I don't even know how I'm going to break this down to you, but I actually had a friend that she stayed at this other hotel, and I was like, oh, my company did that, and she was like, actually, that hotel shit. Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Notando and I am a quantity surveyor. I make videos on construction, lifestyle and travel. And if you're new to this channel, thank you so much for tuning in. Please do not forget to subscribe so you're not new anymore. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being loyal. Do not forget to actually like the video. So before we start, I'd like to ask you a question. Please pause the video. I'm also going to give you 5 seconds. Pause the video and comment down below. And the question is, why are you in the construction industry? And if you're not, why do you want to be in the construction industry? Think about it. Think about your reason. Pause. Reflect. And give me your answer in the comments. If the first reason is not money, it's because you're trying to be noble. A lot of people, even when I was choosing the industry, they're like, yeah, there's a lot of money there. Construction, there's a lot of money. So you go for it. It is money. A lot of people would have said money. And let me break it down to you. You can make money, especially in the long run. Before you get there, there are some steps that you need to get on, and sometimes it is not as quick as people think it is, and it's not like, oh my gosh, as soon as you start working, like boom, you literally need to work your way up like any other industry. So before choosing it solely for the money, think about, like, do you actually really like it? Are you actually willing to put in the hours to be successful in this career? Back in the day, I would have expected some people to comment, oh, job security, because there's always something to build. I mean, it's construction. If you're not building it, you're fixing it. So that's what I joined the construction industry for. That's the job security. But if 2020 has taught you something, that job security is a no. Also, another thing about construction, when the economy is not doing well, construction is head first, because there's other things to take care of besides buildings. So, job security is the last thing you should be looking at when joining the construction industry. Really, in South Africa, I think in the past few years we've had like a number of the big 5 companies literally shut down, and that was pre-COVID. So, job security, it is not a reason to choose the construction industry. There are a lot of graduates who don't have any jobs and they're like struggling to get a job. I had a friend who was home for the longest time. So, honestly, job security is not it. There's always something to build now, only when there's money. People say things like, oh, I want to join the construction industry because you get to see what you build and you get to see it, like you feel it, like here it is. I built this from scratch. Sounds fun unless you're doing it and your client is unhappy with it, so you need to break it and do it over and over and over and over again. So at the end of the day, it's nice seeing all of it come together, but the actual process of getting it together can be so stressful. And snagging can literally take up to 2 years. Snagging is a process of fixing the finer details of a building, like fixing what the client is not happy with usually, or some structural damages that could be happening. And snagging takes so long that the feeling of you having built this dies. You literally start hating the projects. And yeah, so I don't know, that feeling about, oh my gosh, I made an impact on the environment and I built this thing and you can actually see the building, is killed usually by snagging. So if that's the reason, just know that the building will be done. They'll do the whole envelope thing. Yay! But after that, you're still there fixing behind the scenes and nobody can see you, nobody cares, people just want the thing to be there. The feeling is there, but it does not last forever. You want to make an impact on the environment, you just want to make your mark. You want to be involved in something bigger than you. You want to make South Africa or wherever you work better, infrastructure-wise. That's actually very beautiful. I don't even know how I'm going to break this down to you, but you will. Most of the time you will, but it won't feel like you are. That's all I can say about that. Bless your heart. You will definitely make an impact on the environment, on whatever you're working on. South Africa, rural areas, schools and stuff. So if you're working on a very meaningful project, you will definitely feel the fulfillment of putting it together, but you will not feel like you're making a difference while the project is ongoing. It's only going to be afterwards. I mean, if you're working, let's say, for like the government, you guys are building RDB houses for people who don't have homes, it will be stressful. The construction and political side of it, the riots, the communities will stress you out. But I feel like at the end of the day, you will have that feeling, that warmth, whatever. But going to work every single day won't feel like changing people's lives. But you are. So you can join that. Just know that it's not going to feel that way only until the end, when you're done and when you leave the area. And if you're just like working in the city, building malls and stuff like that, it will literally won't feel that way until, but every now and then if you bump into the building, you'll be like, oh, there, I did that. I was part of that. But you know what's sad? If you're part of any project that's like for the public to use, like a mall, a hotel, accommodation of some sort, residential stuff, you don't get anything, not even a tiny little voucher to go shop at whatever you build, which kind of sucks because you feel like, oh my gosh, you put in the effort and we're like just discarded. Like nobody really cares, nobody really knows. The only people that you can really tell, like your friends and family, and most of the time they're like, cool. I had a friend that she stayed at this other hotel and I was like, oh, my company did that, and she was like, actually that hotel shit. Only you will care at the end of the day. But yeah, sad. Do it for yourself. You're gonna travel South Africa, the world, wherever you're gonna work, and build these communities. Usually when you travel and you work in remote areas, especially within South Africa, you're not placed in just, because we don't have that many cities, first of all. So usually you are placed in a remote area that has zero to no infrastructure because they need you there. They need to have the infrastructure built there. So most of the time you're just isolated, alone, you don't have network. You need to go to the gate after work in order for you to have network. And it's just sad and lonely and you can't wait to leave. It's been fun. It's not fun at all because you're just like away from home. It's not what it sounds like. So the reality of it, you are in the middle of nowhere, stuck there, constructing a road for some people. Down the road there's a shebeen and the road is like dusty. And if depending on which province you're in, they might speak a language that you don't speak, so there's also that. So it can be very lonely. It's not as glamorous as it sounds, the traveling opportunities. Every day is like something new. Like my days are not boring at all. Like you don't know what today is going to bring. So I love construction because of that. Yes, every day is something new, but sometimes you want today to be like yesterday because yesterday you started something that you'd like to finish today, but today has new problems and you can't really attack those problems attend yesterday's problems today because today is a new day, there's a new set of problems. So sometimes you just wish you had a little bit of consistency just to be able to finish tasks that take more than one day. So you end up in a place where you're just gleaming fires. You're just like, oh my gosh, I need to do that, I need to do that, I need to go back to that, I need to so sometimes it's just keys on paper. Like it sounds like you are such a not boring person who's about different challenges every day, but sometimes you actually wish for a bit of consistency just for like a month so you can have a routine of some sort. So it makes it hard for you to actually have a routine, because every single day has a different problem and something is much more important at this moment than it was yesterday. So yesterday's thing kind of falls behind. Before you know it, yesterday's thing is due and you're just like, wait, I thought, what? No. The last thing that we're going to talk about is working in a team. A lot of people will say that, oh my gosh, I want to join the construction industry because then I can work with so many different people. I can work with the contracts manager, I can work with an architect, work with the QSs, work with this, that. The reality is that everybody's pulling at a different direction because everybody has a different goal. So working in the team does not necessarily mean that everybody's getting along like, oh, good morning, how are you today? I'm great. I have this problem. Will you solve it for me? Oh yes, I've got these particular sets of skills and I'll bring the solutions to you. Thank you, sir. It's been a pleasure working with you. No. Usually it's just like, oh my gosh, architects are so stupid. The QSs don't really care about people. Like, you guys are just here, it's all about just making money. You guys like don't care about humanity and how are people supposed to sleep at night when you guys are not even paying them? It's all about the money for you guys. This is so petty. Just pay the guy. And then the contracts manager, I don't care how much it costs. I want it done today, right now. 50 million for one brick, get it, let's just patch up that wall over there. And then you have the civil engineer inspectors. What type of jointing is this? This is rubbish. I've never seen a worse joint in my life. And they take out their little spray paint like demolish it. We are no way going to approve any of this work. You guys don't even know what you guys are doing. That's what working in teams in construction is. Nobody's there like, how was your weekend, sir? Oh, it was great. Nope. People, we literally hate each other. We think that the other people are so unreasonable. Like, why don't they get it? It's all about money. It's all about the aesthetic. All about safety. It's all about getting the job done. I actually got stressed just thinking about working in a team. So it's not as glamorous or as cute as it looks on paper. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something. And if any of the reasons that you commented are why you're joining the construction industries, just pause a little bit and think about the realities of it. Think truly about why you are joining it, why you want to do it, and are your personal skills aligned with it. And if you're in it and you are having the worst time in it, think about ways in which you can either cope or maybe reconsider. I don't know, it's all up to you. But if this is really what you want to do, then go for it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please do like and share and subscribe. This lets me know that I should make more videos like this. Yeah, I'm trying to be consistent. I made it for Notande. Sunday for Notande. Sunday Notande. Thanks, Joe.